Hello, superheroes and villains. This is Steve. I'd really like to talk about movie theaters tonight, um, specifically Regal Unlimited and AMC A-List. I think these are really great deals. I actually have both of these. Um, Last year, basically, I got Regal Unlimited because for like as a Christmas gift, and then like that was in like January, and then in February and March, theaters shut down for 5 months. So at least in Indianapolis, they did. Um, So I had that, and then they reopened in August, like August 21st of 2020, and I think Unhinged was like the first movie that brought people back to the theaters, and then um, no one was going to the theater because they were afraid to get the coronavirus. So Regal ended up shutting it down after No Time to Die decided to decided to move that movie to 2021, and it's moved like 3 or 4 times now. Um, So that's when Regal shut down. So at that point, I had to get the AMC list like a month later in November of 2020. And there's really two really good deals on both of these. And Regal Unlimited is $18 a month, and you get unlimited number of movies. Just as many movies as you want, and you get discounts off of concessions. It's great. And the only slight downside to it is that if you want to order through the Regal app, you have to pay like 50 cents. I think if you order it like the day before the movie for the actual day, or if you go to the box office, you can get it for no charge. But right now there's limited capacity, and um, you may not be able to get a seat, or maybe not where you want to sit. So sometimes it's usually better to order it like the day before. But then also there's the AMC A list that like I said, I signed up in November 2020, and that's $19.99 a month, and you can see up to 12 movies per month, which is like most people don't see that many movies. I get close to that. I think maybe 10 or 11 movies a month because I'll see like 2 or 3 a week. So you know that's a good deal, and you get really great discounts off of concessions, and the rewards. Both have really good rewards. And once you get to like 5,000 points, you can get you know $5 off your next order, or it's kind of different between both. But I really encourage people to go to the movies, and basically if you, and both these deals, if you only see like 2 movies a month, they basically pay for themselves. Because if you think even like a matinee, depending on what market you live in, matinees could cost you $10 each. $10 per ticket. And one thing AMC has that I like is like you can order additional tickets through them. I think you can do it the same with the Regal as well, but AMC, I know for a fact that you can get discounts off of tickets. Like if you have your own ticket, but then if you want to order it for boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, just a friend, you can get discounts off of their ticket as well. So it's like the thing that pays for itself. I think a lot of people don't. I'm sure a lot of us have money deducted from our credit cards or whatever, and you have so many stuff coming out there every month. But if you're a moviegoer like me, and I've seen that as of last Sunday, I saw Cruella for the second time, which I really like. And it's not really for kids, but it's teens and adults. It's a really good movie, and it has a lot of 70s, 80s, and 90s music. Some music is re-recorded, but um, it was like my 83rd movie since Unhinged brought me back to the theater. And like I said, the AMC never shut down here in Indianapolis. Regal, like I said, Regal did, but AMC, I guess, because they were in so much debt at the time that they had to stay open, and they really benefited from Regal being closed for like 6 months, and now Regal is really kind of struggling because a lot of people assume that they went out of business, and as people are still a little bit afraid to go to the theaters, and then people have gotten used to streaming, so they don't want to that's another thing that Brothers made that huge deal that really damaged the movie theaters. I mean, you know, in hindsight, they really regret that. But you know, people that have HBO Max, you know, they're paying like $14.99 a month, and you know, I can't really blame them for staying home and watching it. But it's like to me, it's like I have, you know, Disney Plus, and I have Netflix, and um, I like watching stuff from home. But to me, it's not really memorable to watch movies from home. Like it takes that experience out of it. You know, that movie theater experience is something that it's hard to beat. That really, a large screen. You know, if you go like AMC, they have like Dolby theaters where the seats, you know, move, and you know, the sound is really great, and you don't really get that from home. Like, even if you have like, you know, 120-inch, you know, one of the largest TVs they have now. Um, you know, it's hard to recreate that experience that you get in a movie theater. You know, but there's some people I don't, you know, I know that, you know, celebrities and people with, you know, disabilities and, you know, that kind of thing. I can kind of understand them staying home and watching. But if, you know, if you're able to get out and you're fully vaccinated, it's like, go to the movies, man. It's like it's the best way to experience a movie. Like, you know, to me, you know, I have a lot of home, you know, physical media, but stuff I watch from home, but it's usually like movies I saw in the theater first, and then you know, as I was watching it, like, oh, I'm gonna buy this, you know, I want to watch this again when I get home. You know, like Godzilla versus Kong, I've seen it. I saw it 7 times in the theater. You know, I loved it. You know, um, and it's going to be released on Blu-ray and 4K on June 15th. Of course, I'm going to buy it. You know, for me, when I buy that and watch it at home, it's I'm recreating that experience that I got those 7 times I saw it in the theater. You know, I saw it in like a true IMAX theater the second time. I saw it at Dolby theaters like a couple times. You know, took, you know, friends, and it took my nephew to see it the second time when we went to IMAX, and he loved it. And you know, I remember that was like the Saturday after it was released in theaters. That took my nephew to see it, and he's just blown away by it. Like, and he really wasn't familiar with Godzilla or Kong, but he loved it though. It's like, just that great experience, you know. So you know, it's really sad that HBO Max, you know, has all these Warner Brothers movies, because they have tons of movies coming out in 2021, and it's really it's really damaging movie theaters right now. You know, like I said, Regal is really struggling, and you know, who knows what's going to happen there. You know, hopefully they rebound from it, because they have some really nice theaters in town here. They have probably 4 or 5 locations. I think AMC has maybe 4 or 5 as well. So I love movies. It's like, it's like, you know, I think part of the reason why I saw so many movies was, you know, I have it doesn't really matter, but you know, I have a O positive blood type, and I think I got a little bit overconfident as far as, you know, they kept saying every month, I kept reading articles about how that blood type was, you know, the most resistant to the virus, and it didn't mean that I couldn't get the virus. It just meant that if I did, I could fight it better than most people could. And you know, I wore my mask, and I, you know, of course, I distanced myself from people because there was hardly anybody at the movie theaters, you know, at the time. So maybe I got a little bit overconfident, but it's like I really felt like I really needed to support AMC, and you know, buy concessions, and just even though a lot of movies were, you know, kind of second-rate movies that they didn't feel would make it, you know, during the summer of 2021, so they released them during the winter and early part of the year. So you know, I still went and saw them, and a lot of them weren't really rewatchable kind of movies, but it was still that experience that you know, sitting in a movie theater is something I've done all my life. I still enjoyed it. So I just really encourage people to try out AMC A List or Regal Unlimited. Try one of those out, and now that a lot of movies are not being delayed anymore, you're able to see a lot of movies now, because they were, since we didn't have a lot of releases in 2020. Now they're all being released like every weekend in movie theaters. So I just encourage people to try one of those two out and enjoy the movie. So I'll see you there. Bye.